Welcome to the Morning Mindset Podcast with me, Craig Skelton. Each day we kick off your morning with a burst of positivity, actionable insights, and the motivation you need to conquer the day ahead. Whether you're looking to cultivate a positive mindset, develop a habit of persistence, or simply start your day on the right foot, this podcast is your daily dose of inspiration and practical advice. Tune in each morning and let's take on the day together, one positive step at a time. It's Monday morning, and so today's podcast is all about the Sunday night dread. That feeling is creeping in as the weekend winds down. It's Sunday night, and the thought of Monday morning just fills you with dread. But guess what? You only have one life, and if you're filled with dread for Monday morning, it's time to do something about it. So, why do so many feel this sense of dread on a Sunday night? It's like clockwork. Every week, the same feeling. For some, it's because their jobs are stressful, unfulfilling, or just downright miserable. For the others, it's the routine, the feeling being stuck in the cycle that doesn't seem to have any end in sight. We have more control over our lives than we often give ourselves credit for. We have the power to change, to make changes in our lives, to seek out new opportunities, and to create a life that we just don't want to feel like we want to have a break from. So, how do we start to make those changes? So, first of all, the first thing you need to do and get clear in your mind is what exactly causes that Sunday night dread? Is it your job, the micromanagement, the people you work for, or the people you work with? Or is it something deeper like the feeling unfulfilled, no purpose, and disconnected from your passions or your purpose in life? So once you've pinpointed the source, it's time to take action. And I know change can be scary, but remember, you only have one life. And if you're spending a significant proportion of that life feeling miserable, it's worth making a change. One of the first steps you can take is to reframe your mindset. Instead of viewing Monday as the start of another dreadful week, try to see it as a fresh start, a new opportunity to have new goals and tackle new challenges. And I know that's easier said than done, but it's about practice. It's about making those changes and creating those habits. And like any other practice, it gets easier over time. So think about what excites you. What are you passionate about? What activities or projects make you lose track of time? These are things that you can add joy or fulfillment to your life, but it's thinking about what makes you lose time. And if your current job isn't providing that, it might be time to explore other options. Now, again, I know what you're thinking. I've got bills to pay, I've got responsibilities to manage. You're absolutely right. And I understand that. I'm not suggesting that you quit your job tomorrow and move off to some foreign land unless you won the lottery of the weekend and then you can do that. Then great. If you can, go for it. But most of us, the change starts with small, manageable steps, as they always do with any change. It's starting by carving out time for just things you love to do. Even if it's just 30 minutes a day, use this time to pursue a hobby or learn a new skill or work on something that excites you and a project or just something that excites you and gets you motivated. This can provide a much needed break to the monotony and also can open new doors and create new opportunities for you as well. Another important aspect is self care. So it's easy to neglect our well-being when we're caught up in the daily grind, the day-to-day, but taking care of yourself is crucial, and it's sort of making sure you get enough sleep, make sure you're eating well, and making that time to exercise. This will make you feel better. This is basic self-care practice that can have a significant impact on your mood and your energy levels as well. Practicing mindfulness can help you stay grounded and present and reduce anxiety and stress, whether that's through meditation, journaling, or simply taking a few deep breaths throughout the day. Mindfulness can be a powerful tool to transform your mindset. So please don't lose sight of that. If you find that your job is the primary source of the dread, then think about what you can change, where you are, or what you're doing in your job right now. And then once you've exhausted all those options, and you are still unhappy, it's time for a change. Start to look for a new career. So update your CV, start to network, and keep an eye out for job listings and join groups. There's plenty of groups out there. And think about things that excite you because The job market can be daunting, but there are opportunities out there if you start to look. Let's also look at community, because I've talked about this before on the podcast. Surrounding yourself with supportive, like minded individuals can make a huge difference. So find those communities. There's plenty out there online that share interests and values, which are important, and start to make those connections, and that will help you with support, encouragement, and even open new opportunities as well. And one thing also as well, it's always okay to remember to ask for help. There's no shame in seeking support. It can be incredibly beneficial to talk through how you're feeling with somebody who's impartial and professional. But remember, at the end of the day, you only have one life. Don't spend this feeling stuck or miserable. You've got to take steps, no matter how small those steps are, to create a life that brings joy and fulfillment. And it's not going to be easy, but it will be worth it in the end. So start making those changes. Pursue your passions, take care of yourself, and build a life that you're excited about and what you want to wake up to every morning thinking, yeah, I want to crack on the day ahead. Yep. That's it for today's episode of The Morning Mindset. I hope you're feeling inspired by that and ready to take the day ahead and look at the Sunday night dread if you do have that. If you don't have that, then great. Be appreciative that you don't have the Sunday night dread and that you are ready to get your week ahead. Thank you for listening. Thank you for subscribing. Any topics, any comments, any feedback, please leave them in whatever platform you listen to or watch the podcast. Thanks again so much. Have an amazing day. And as always, don't forget to run your own race.